Look, I have antlers. Working remotely is becoming increasingly more popular. What with Silicon Valley charging $3,000 a month to throw up a tent in somebody's backyard, why wouldn't it be? Well, stay tuned because in this episode, we're gonna talk about how to work remotely in North Idaho. Let's go. Now let's talk about why you would want to move to North Idaho and work remotely. Well, we have options, really awesome options. You have a lunch break and you want to go catch some wake before you get back to work. You can go a few minutes and be at one of several lakes. You got off work early and you want to catch the sunset at the top of Mineral Ridge and ride your bike down. You drive 15 minutes around Coeur Lake and you're there. There's beauty and nature everywhere. So you need to get some emails sent out. Do that from your laptop at one of our beaches or at a picnic table at one of the dozens of parks that are in the local area. All right, now that I have your attention and got you salivating, let's talk about the logistics of what it takes to work here remotely. But before we dive into that, guys, my name is Trent and this is my YouTube channel, Living Life in North Idaho, where we give you all the information you need to know about North Idaho and East Washington, 100% free. We don't charge you a thing, but what we do ask is if you do like these videos and you find the information helpful, make sure you tap the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. So every time we come out with a new video, you get notified. And the only other thing we ask is if you are serious about moving here, make sure you give us a call so we can do what we love, which is helping people get set up in this beautiful place and starting their new life here in North Idaho or East Washington. All right, let's get back to it. Let's talk about the logistics of what it takes to work here remotely. Now, obviously, as a remote worker, you have to worry about your internet. It needs to be reliable, it needs to be fast, and it needs to be affordable. So the companies here in Coeur d'Alene and North Idaho are the first one, Charter Spectrum. They're the main telecommunications company that offer cable and VoIP and internet. And according to their website, they have a special. It's up to 200 megabytes per second. I hate that phrase, up to, that's great. But it's $50 a month for 12 months, and we're all adults. If you've done business with the cable company, you know that that's to lure you in, and eventually they're gonna raise the price and give you terrible customer service. And yeah, unfortunately, that's been my experience, so I don't use them, but that is an option residentially and professionally. Now, the company I use and I really like is Intermax, and I'm gonna play a quick clip talking about that. Now, the company I use and I really like is Intermax, and I'm gonna play a quick clip talking about that. When it comes to internet, there's really no messing around. You need it to be fast, reliable, and consistent. And that's why I choose Intermax Networks. With their fiber optic, I get consistent download speeds of 30 megabytes per second. I'm just kidding, I'm not getting paid for this. This kind of sounds like an ad, but I really do like Intermax. They're locally owned here in North Idaho, and I like supporting local. They also have wireless options because fiber is not everywhere, but they do have 25 down, 3 up wirelessly from St. Mary's all the way up to the Canadian border. So good options. Let's get back to it. Now, another company that's going to provide fiber options is TDS. I don't know much about this company, but they're installing a ton of fiber in the Coeur d'Alene and Kootenai County area. So as far as internet speeds go, if you're in town, you're gonna have really good internet. But what if you're outside of town? What if you want to live in the boonies or get some property and there's just not internet out there? What are your options? Well, Elon Musk has your back. Starlink is offering their beta services to multiple towns around us. Now, it's mostly in places that you do not have the option for good internet, but I looked up on their website, starlink.com, and typed in several different addresses for towns around our area, and most of them are allowed or getting tested for their beta services. So it's $100 a month for 50 megabytes per second, up to 150 megabytes per second. It's $600 to get the equipment. Not sure if you have to install that yourself or if there's somebody locally that can install it for you. But my brother, he lives in Colbert, Washington. He was part of the beta testing program and he loves their internet. It has 20 millisecond latency, so it's super fast and it's only gonna be getting better. So if you do wanna live in St. Mary's, Harrison, Sagal, what else? I have them written down somewhere. Worley, Hayden Lake, Harrison, I already said Harrison. All of those places are part of that beta testing program. Now, it is individual addresses, so if you are looking at buying a house, make sure that you go onto the website, type in that address, because one house that was on the lake in Hayden Lake was able to get it, and then another house wasn't. So I'm not sure if they base that on what the visibility is, but it is kind of finicky, so you're gonna have to figure that part out. Now, if you're anything like me, working out of your house just isn't an option, because when you go to sit down at your computer and you see that the house is dirty, the house needs to be clean in order for you to focus, and you have 4 kids and a new dog, and it's just never quit. Anyway, you need a place to work out of. So like me, I was able to find an office in downtown Coeur d'Alene that I actually can look out my window and see Coeur d'Alene Lake and the resort. It's right on Sherman Avenue. I've got fiber internet. And this is the part where you might just decide, okay, we're giving Trenton a call, we're moving to North Idaho. I pay $530 a month, and it's plenty of space for me. I have my main area. In fact, let me just show you. So I've got the main area where I can have clients come up. I can look out my window. This is where I do my filming. I even have a storage closet where I can keep all my equipment. Sorry that it's kind of messy. But there's more spaces. Even in this building, there's available vacancies, and the price is between like $500 and $800 a month. And there's other places downtown that do that as well. So if you need a commercial space to lease and work out of, they're available here in downtown Coeur d'Alene. There's also co-working spaces. So say you don't need an office, but you just need a desk that you want to go work at. The Innovation Collective, which is 1 block north of me, has those spaces available. I believe they charge about $230 a month to use a desk there, maybe even a little bit cheaper. And they also have Intermax Network, which is going to provide wireless internet. So it's a really, really great option if you don't need a dedicated space and you just need somewhere that you can go. There's also a ton of coffee shops in downtown Coeur d'Alene. We're kind of like Seattle's cousin with our coffee shops. They're on every corner. Downtown Coeur d'Alene, we probably have about 7 of them, and there's high-speed internet there. So if you like to work out of coffee shops, that's definitely an option as well. Now, working remotely, sometimes you go a long time without human interaction other than Zoom and phone calls. So the Innovation Collective is another really great option with professional networking. They have become a really strong magnet for entrepreneurs, inventors, and startups to meet there. In fact, they do coffee meetings. I think it's every Wednesday at like 7:30. Everybody gets together in a circle and they share ideas and talk about how to help each other. So it's a really cool community to go and talk with other professionals and other like-minded people that are into tech or working remotely. And so that's totally an option in downtown Coeur d'Alene. So guys, that's it. That's all the information I have on how to work here remotely in North Idaho. North Idaho is set up really well with high-speed internet through fiber or satellite or wireless. We have plenty of commercial space if you're needing a space to work downtown where you can literally walk to the lake. There's lots of places to go and hike if you want to take a quick break and get out in nature. It really is the perfect place to work remotely. Now, if you're serious about wanting to get out of the big city and be able to work remotely here in North Idaho, be sure to give us a call, shoot us an email. That's what we love doing. We love helping people get set up here. It's what we do. So make sure you give us a call because we can't call you. And until the next video, guys, I will see you later.